Have you ever wondered if a married woman might be developing feelings for you? Love and attraction are rarely simple, and figuring out someone's intentions, especially in a situation like this, can feel like walking through fog. If a married woman starts falling for you, she probably won't come out and say it directly, but her behaviors, the way she interacts with you, and even the little things she does when you're around can be more revealing than words. These subtle signals often speak louder than anything she could say. One strong clue is if she consistently seeks out time with you alone. She avoids group settings or downplays the idea of others joining in. Every time you meet or talk, it somehow ends up being just the two of you. That desire for privacy usually isn't random. It's often her way of protecting the closeness she feels when it's only you and her. She wants your full attention and wants to give you hers, without outside distraction. You might also notice that she confides in you about her marriage. If she opens up about her problems at home or shares frustrations about her husband, it's not just venting, it's emotional intimacy. She's letting you in behind the curtain. When she begins comparing you to her husband, even in subtle ways, like commenting on how understanding you are or how you listen better, it's her way of showing where her emotional loyalty is shifting. Watch her carefully when you talk about other women. If you mention dating someone or even just casually bring up another female friend, and she suddenly grows quiet or changes the subject, that's not coincidence. That discomfort could stem from jealousy, even if she's not in a position to admit it. It's her heart reacting faster than her logic can catch up. Another telling sign is when she says things remind her of you. If she tells you a song made her think of you, or she saw something that made her smile because it reminded her of a moment you shared, you're not just part of her memory, you're part of her emotional landscape. These moments mean you're occupying her thoughts when you're not even around. Body language is a powerful communicator, and when it comes to unspoken attraction, few things are more revealing than a blush. If she turns red when you compliment her, or when you lock eyes unexpectedly, that's her body reacting involuntarily. Blushing is hard to fake. It's a raw, honest indicator of emotional stimulation. She may also start acting a bit territorial, though in a subtle way. Maybe she jokes about you being hers or teases you when other women are around. Perhaps she checks in with you more often, wants to know where you are, or playfully inserts herself into your plans. These little behaviors are her way of keeping you close, even if she doesn't consciously realize why. If she's hiding her connection with you from her spouse, that's another significant indicator. Whether she lies about seeing you, deletes your messages, or keeps your interactions low-key, it likely means she's emotionally invested. That secrecy is about more than just privacy. It's about preserving something that feels meaningful, even if it's forbidden. Look for how much effort she puts into your happiness. Does she remember small details you've told her? Go out of her way to help her surprise you? These small intentional actions often come from someone who's emotionally involved. She may not express her feelings with grand gestures, but the consistency of her attention reveals a lot. If she starts texting or calling during odd hours, first thing in the morning or late at night, it means she's thinking of you during her most private, unguarded moments. That's when emotions tend to surface more freely. Reaching out during those windows says you've found a spot in her inner world. Something else to note is how she handles flirtation. If your conversations become more suggestive or emotionally charged and she doesn't pull away, she's comfortable with the intimacy you're creating. A married woman who wants to keep things purely friendly will usually shut down flirtation immediately, but if she lets the moment linger or plays along, she's giving you a green light. Sometimes she'll also begin opening up about her dreams or what she wishes her life were like. She might express how she feels stuck or that she longs for a deeper emotional connection in her life. When she shares these inner thoughts with you, it's because she sees you as someone safe, someone she can trust, not only with her present, but with her hopes for something more. You may also find that she makes changes in her appearance when she knows she'll be seeing you. Maybe she dresses more thoughtfully, changes her hairstyle, or wears a fragrance you've complimented before. These small, deliberate choices often signal an effort to impress or attract. She might not say it out loud, but her attention to how she looks around you can be incredibly revealing. Often, The most revealing signals are the ones we overlook because they seem small, but the consistency of these behaviors is what matters. If you're seeing a pattern, emotional sharing, frequent one-on-one time, physical signs of affection, hints of jealousy, she may be developing stronger feelings than she's willing to say out loud. It's important to approach this situation with care and emotional maturity. Falling for someone who's already in a relationship can create a tangled web, not just for you and her, but for the people around you too. Understanding her signals doesn't mean you have to act on them, but it gives you clarity, and clarity is always better than confusion. If you recognize several of these behaviors in someone you know, it might be time to reflect on where the relationship is heading and what you both truly want. Emotions don't always follow the rules, but how we respond to them makes all the difference. Thanks for taking the time to read this. If this helped you understand your situation better, consider sharing it with someone who might need the same insight. Sometimes, the most honest truths are the ones people show without saying a word.